Sponsored by rxcardclub.com. Get a free prescription drug card and save up to 85% on prescription drugs. rxcardclub.com. Will anyone hit 74 homers? What used to be one of baseball's most magical numbers, 61 home runs, now sits buried, 8 lines deep, in the Major League Baseball record book. The number now at the top of that record book, 73 home runs, is steeped in a steroid-addled purgatory, but it remains there nonetheless. These days, breaking that record is more of a wild-eyed aspiration than a realistic goal in a game that has largely been cleaned up and transformed. It's good to dream, good to hope, and always good to shoot for those goals, but I think that one's a little untouchable, said Aaron Judge, the Yankees slugger whose 62 homers in 2022 represent the closest anyone has come to breaking the record since the so-called steroid era ended in the early 2000s. Baseball's popularity these days has little to do with home run chases. People are also reading. Bloomington man identified in fatal crash near Tremont. Week 6 high school football scores for Central Illinois. 18-year-old identified in fatal shooting near Illinois State University. Koos, Tarhule react to pop-up party. Bloomington man detained in McLean County for unlawful vehicular invasion. Police seek suspects in shooting near One Normal Plaza. Shocking to the conscience, McLean County judge sentences man who starved his dog, Winston Congratulations, to Pantagraph. Week 5 Player of the Week. Kobe Brent of LeRoy, 1 dead, 1 critically injured by gunshots early Sunday in Normal Ferrero opens $214 million Kinder Bueno production facility in Bloomington. Bloomington police confirm shots fired Thursday on East Washington Street. Normal community in driver's seat for another Big 12 title after beating Bloomington, Ohio. Girl concedes cutting off tanker that spilled chemical last year in Teutopolis, killing 5 Eureka rallies. Around 14-year-old severely injured in ATV accident. Heyworth coffee shop owner receives $15,000 grant. In Decatur, former GOP Representative Adam Kinzinger said he is open to spot in Harris' cabinet. Baseball has returned to being more relevant on the sports landscape in 2024, but it has little to do with what brought eyeballs to the game a generation ago, notably, home run chases that placed Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa and McGwire in the headlines almost daily in the late 1990s and early 2000s. Since baseball began the long, not-so-direct path toward ridding performance enhancers from its clubhouses, an effort that started meekly in 2002, a year after Bonds set the record, only Judge has eclipsed Roger Maris's once-hallowed record of 61 home runs in a season. Even with his impressive season, Judge sits at only 7th on the list of single-season home run hitters, 1 spot ahead of Maris, whose record stood from 1961 until 1998, the year Sosa and McGwire took hacks during a wild chase to break the record. McGwire got there first and finished with 70 dingers. Sosa ended up with 66. Judge saw Bonds as the greatest to ever play. Bonds surpassed them all in 2001,